Okay. Hey everyone, it's me, Chacha, your Morenang Filipina, and I'm sorry, guys. Hello. Wait, again. Uh, it's against the light. Better. Ano po? Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys doing? And it's me again, Chacha, your Morenang Filipina, and for today's video, I will have um, I have my guest here today this morning. So thank you so much for joining. I guess I should. I don't. This person doesn't need an introduction because she's amazing. I guess most of you are from her channel. So let me just. Hey, good morning. Hi,
Good
Leah.
morning. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Mm,
Refresh kay ka. Sana all.
all good. Stress nga ako ay tulog. Ah.
Pagaligo. Oh my gosh. Ako ano magmata.
Oh, wala akong kaligo. I haven't shower. Yeah, I just made breakfast.
Wow, saan na
I know I
lang.
get ready for the kids' school. So
Mm.
I haven't showered yet. How are
But your
you?
hair, what did you do? You look so fresh. Ako, I just woke up.
I
I
haven't
look
washed
like,
this in 2 days. I don't shower. I don't wash my hair every day.
ay
That's one
wow.
fact about yeah. It's bad for your hair if you wash hair every day. That's why I learned
Ayun, no?
about hair.
Tsaka ano po, my hair is really thin.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Your hair is nice.
No, it's thin. It's not like yours. This mine is wavy.
So
Yeah, I actually made a mistake. I have created the live stream on my phone, and this is the reason why I had to do it again because I cannot invite you if I was on my phone. If
mm,
I was doing it
I
on
see.
my phone. So yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That was a lovely, madali lang day ha. Okay, no. Thank you so much again. Hello sa akong duha ka viewers. Oh, so far it's gone slowly, gradually
Yeah,
building up the viewers. Good morning, three viewers. How are you, Dai?
good. Just busy every day. Like I have two uh, students, and I have three
Mm-hmm.
kids, including Gary.
You have three kids.
Yeah,
You have three kids
very
to feed.
busy. Mm. So in YouTube and everything else, I have very busy schedule. But you know,
Yeah,
it's all right. It's good to be busy.
yeah, that's true. I'm jealous. I want to be busy too.
Keep it up.
Hello, good morning. Good morning to Palm Trees and Paychecks. Hello, good morning. Is actually one of my students, the one that I mentioned to you the other
Oh,
day, but it was
good to see you
still on
here.
hold at the moment. Yes, because he's busy with some stuff back home in the US. Hello, Gerard. Good morning. Hi, Chris. Good morning as well. Hello to both of you. Good morning. Good morning. So I don't want to have a topic today. The topic that I was thinking the other day was kind
Mm.
of more specific. It's not on foreigners and Filipinos. It's not really like that. So I don't know if they're going to be very interested. But um, I thought of something else. So what I thought is have a conversation about what are the Filipino traits or habits
Mm.
that you notice that is different that most foreigners don't do, or yeah,
Any
or
habit
traits. Yeah.
traits
Mm-hmm.
like things we do that foreigner find it interesting, like they're not used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this morning because I was talking to one of my friend, and you know, in the Philippines, we invite, you know, we welcome even strangers in our house, and it's something it's not very common in foreigners, right? Especially in the
Yes.
United States, they're very strict when it comes to welcoming strangers to their house.
Mhm.
They don't do that, but us in our
Yes.
province, especially like fiesta, like
Mm-hmm.
we welcome people to have food in our house, and it's not something that is common in the US, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Um, yeah, that's actually true. They love being intimate. Like, let's say if there's an occasion, they prefer that it's either with their family or with friends. So the
Mm.
only people, the thing is, they only invite the people they want to be there.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
the people that they have invited, let's say I invited you, and then
Mm.
you bring someone else. That's the trait of a Filipino.
Yes, yes, yes.
They will invite somebody else, and then so instead of one person, you invited one person, there will be two-person coming, or probably five.
Exactly.
Diba?
Yeah. It's not common in the US. Like, so if you come here in the Philippines and you want to take out your Filipina for dinner, and she'll say that, oh, is it okay? I'll invite my friend with me. And then her friend will invite someone else. And then it's going to be a whole bunch of people. So when you're going to take out your Filipina for dinner, you have to be specific how many people will be there. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, you'll be aware, like, you'll
Yes.
be prepared how much the bill would be.
And then, thinking about it, probably some people, that's the reason why some people would also think na, oh, they are get westernized because, like they don't they don't do Filipino stuff.
Yeah,
So
like that.
being westernized Filipina depends on if it's good westernized
Oh,
um character that she was able to adopt, or is it bad thing? Is it a bad thing, but kind of um uh westernized character, or
yeah.
if
Like
it's
also
that the
Philippine time. Philippine
mm,
time, right?
yes, yes.
So it's
That's
good. I
also
think it's
another.
good for us to influence from other culture as well, like especially the US, to be more, um, you know, realistic when it comes to time. Do you agree?
Yes, yes, I agree. Yeah, that's so true. Actually, being on time is actually also a respect to other
Mm,
people who is,
mm,
like, let's say I invited you, and um you come late. So I guess it's a respect to other person if you are on time. So
yeah,
respecting each other's time, because time
yeah.
is valuable. Time is money. Time is gold.
Yeah, especially foreigner, they really value their time, like especially if you're busy, like, you know, it's disrespectful if you showed up late for
Yes,
foreigners.
that's
So
true.
I think that's something also I find it also irritating when I see, you know, when I want to meet a Filipina and she didn't come But I do also that sometimes.
Well,
I
that's
you,
worse. That's
huh?
worse. That is worse. Like if you invited somebody and then she did not show up, that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
totally disrespectful. Being late is
yeah.
okay, I guess,
Yeah,
but not
I mean,
not
it's
showing up is
okay. Here's the worst thing is some Filipinas would not be honest when it comes to it. Like, let's
ah
say, oh, yeah, they will
I'm
say that, oh,
coming.
I'm coming, but they are actually
Mhm.
just taking a shower. Like,
I'm on my way.
yeah, sometimes I do, because of my busy schedule, I can be late sometimes. But I am honest, like, I will be late in a little longer, like
Hmm.
30 minutes, let's say, or 15 minutes. I'll be running late, but I'll be there specifically that time. I usually do that because, so honest, yeah, being honest.
Yeah, actually, that's true. That's another thing that a Filipino don't do. So that's why
Mm.
some of them would say, yeah, I'll be there in actually they would not mention time. They will just say, oh, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm on my
Mm,
way. I just finished shower,
yeah,
but the reality is
they just woke
she's not
up.
ready. Yeah. Okay, let's read some comments here. Thank you, by the way, palm trees and paychecks, Chris Dempsey, and we have here Ben. Can you please?
Hi, yeah, hi Ben.
Yeah, can you please read the comment? Yeah,
Ah,
thank
okay.
you.
Hello, Chacha and Leah. Magandang umaga. Good morning,
Yeah,
Ben. Thank you for being here.
Tagalog. How'd you know that?
Magandang umaga. I think Ben is learning.
Ah, that's really
Mm,
good. You know
mm-hmm,
what? I really respect people who do that, learning the language,
mm,
because when I experienced this when I was traveling before.
mm,
Um, basic, even here in the Philippines, diba? If you think about it, if a person from another country try to learn your language, it's such a um I feel so happy when I hear them speak our language,
mm-hmm,
because actually there's an advantage of that one, because if they are not aware about our language, people will probably make fun of them, 'di ba? And it's a good thing that you know their language, and also like you are respect, you give respect to the people
mm.
who live, the local. You respect the local, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's
But we
it's good
don't.
to hear when foreigner speaking our own language, isn't it? Right?
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so cute. It's a
yeah,
plus point for me.
exactly.
Read another comment. Chris Dempsey, is Leia married to an expat?
Yes, for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. But we've been living together over 6 years already. So
Yeah, you were married 4 years because you had it online.
yeah,
Mm,
and then we
right.
get married again.
Yes, yes,
Last
I was
yeah,
there.
last
We
year.
were
Oh
there.
no, 2 years in 2 years this coming April. The
Oh, right.
blessing.
2 years old. Wait, no, was
Mm.
it 2 years? Aka
Yeah, it's a
nagbaliw
2 years
last
na. Oh,
20.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
2024.
That was
Dali na
quick.
kayo. I know. It feels like months. Hello, Leah and Charity from CJ.
Hello, CJ. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you, Chris, by the way, for that question. Here's another one from Ben. In the USA, it's customary to call or inform in advance before showing up at someone's house. This can vary depending on how close you are to the some homeowner, but it's the general rule. Okay, I have a counterpart. I have a counterpart for this one in the Philippines. So if you guys do that in the US, here in the Philippines, um, sometimes they would just show up. I mean
Yes.
I'm not, well, because I do this one in my family. I am not like exempted for this one because I do this. I'm a Filipino, but I haven't adopted the foreign thing yet. But I'm learning. So anyway, um, yeah, we would do this in our family. Like we just show up, and sometimes we don't have anything that, because well, sometimes I buy bread and that's what I bring, and then we can just share and have it in my family's house, like whenever we visit. And so yeah, I actually I actually do this and never send a message to that person who, to the homeowner, let's say. So I don't, yeah, it's a Filipino thing that we do the opposite.
Yeah, I think it's okay as long as it's Filipino family you're going to visit. But if it has a foreigner husband, like your friend have a foreigner husband, I think you need to be more, respectful. Before for them, it's disrespectful or it's I don't know, inappropriate for them. Okay, so last week, I was it last few weeks ago. No, that was I think after Christmas. Our friend, yeah, he's Filipino. He called Gary. He said, "Oh, where's your house? I'm coming over." And Gary was like, he was shocked because he asked me, "Is it normal for a Filipino to do that, like to show up in your house without invitation?" Because foreigner they don't do that unless you get invited, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
he was shocked. So yeah, Filipino we do that. We showed up to their family's house without invitation or without giving them notice, you know. So I think it's
Yes.
okay to do that as long as it's a Filipino. They don't mind anyway. But if it's foreigners, yes, they do mind.
Yeah, I agree to that one. And Ben also mentioned here that to call or inform. Actually, it's this another one that I wanted to add about this one is, I mean, not really about visiting, but like let's say we're now in um technology, we're on social media thing right now. So before we don't have gadgets, so that's the reason why we just show up, and that's,
Mm,
yeah, right. So but now we have now messenger. A lot of people now is can afford to buy phones, so everyone has a messenger, so they have the capability of
mm,
sending message to the other person. So um I would just like to add, like, people, your friends on Facebook, sometimes they will just message you by your name. Like, let's say my name is Cha. They will message me
mm.
Cha, and then they will wait for my reply, and I hate that. Have
Yeah,
you experienced
and
that?
the question mark like
Cha?
Leah, and then question like I'm concerned. Like, what's that? Is it sometimes
It's
money?
so
Yeah.
annoying, di ba? Like, it's so
Yeah.
annoying. People would do that, and why can't you just tell me your intention, your message, the whole message, so that I can read it one time rather than
Mm.
calling me. And then later on you will find out, when you reply back to that person, you will find out that they will just wanted to borrow money. Okay, I don't have money. I'm
That's a
so
trick.
sorry.
That's a trick. Because if they specifically told you like, oh, charity, can I borrow you some money? And then you'll see that pop up in your screen, right? So sometimes we, they know that sometimes they will just ignore. So when they said something like Leia in question mark, they know that we will respond because we want to know what's,
Yeah,
maybe it's
why
a,
why
mm,
they message you like that. So yeah,
exactly.
it's so
That's a
annoying.
trick.
Mhm. Okay, let's read another comment. Thank you, Ben. Thank you so much for that one. So, oh, additional to his message is, and if you'd like to bring someone with you to a party you have been invited to, you will generally ask the host if it's okay. Well, not in the Philippines, but here's a good thing. Since we are now in new generation,
Mm.
Is that the right term for it? So
I don't think so.
since most of Filipinos learned a lot from other cultures, excuse me, not just America or not just in the US. Um, since most people have learned cultures from other countries, most Filipinos have this intimate wedding already. So even though they don't have like a foreign partner, because yeah, so there are weddings right now nowadays here in the Philippines do intimate wedding, like only the family is invited, only friends and
Yeah, yeah.
family. So I'm really
Mm.
glad that they're doing that
Yeah,
now,
because before it's like the whole barangay they want to be invited
which is
to.
understandable naman din. Because before
What?
there's no technology, there's no cell phone, and
Ah,
there's only few neighbors,
mm,
especially in the
yeah,
province,
maybe
and
that's the only way because otherwise it would be quiet, like no
mm-hmm.
one to be
And
attended.
actually, I find it good at the same somehow. I find it good somehow because um just like my aunt right now, her daughter is having a wedding with a foreign person, and she wanted to invite on the wedding day. The bride and the groom wanted to have just a wedding for the whole family, and my family on my father's side only, we have
Mm,
I have counted it before, so we were like more or less 80 people for just akuan, for my father's side lang,
other side.
80 people. So how much more on the other side? So diba? So you cannot say it's intimate because 80 people, that's more than, I don't know, I don't know. For me lang. But again, yeah. So asa na ko na? Wait, I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, but Filipino, we consider family even the pakadua, like second cousin. In
Mm.
foreigners, they don't really do that often. Like that's something I've noticed. Like they're not that family oriented. Like they're not like like for example, Gary, he doesn't even know who's his like cousin. He
Cousins.
doesn't know all his cousin, his aunt. I don't know if he has aunts. He never talked to any of his aunts. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
Ah,
I don't know what like
why
us,
is
like
that?
even our like third cousin, kanang dugay na ba kayo ba?
Uh-huh.
Like we
Yeah.
still have
We know
connection
them.
to them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I actually know the whole family tree. So in my mother's side, since kay Ilonggo man siya day,
Mm.
I already have I already have grandchild, to be honest, in my cousin's
Uh,
side. Yeah, like so I already have a grandchild for
mm.
for my age. I already have a grandchild.
I also
And
do. Don't worry. I got two actually. Oh, three. Coming
di ba?
almost three. Yeah,
Di ba?
my niece. No,
My
yeah,
cousins, my
my niece
cousins.
already have children. So
Oh, di ba? So, like yeah, it's we have a very big family. Like
yeah, I
it's
know.
crazy.
Mm.
So thank you so much, Ben. Thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, I mean, my point of that story was um, the advantage of inviting neighbors is that, like, if you also need some help, like, because we have this what we call bayanihan. So in a
Mm.
wedding, since before there's no catering before, especially
Mm-hmm.
in the province. So what
Mm.
they do is that in a barangay, they will invite neighbors, because some neighbors will be the one who's going to help us cook the food,
Mm.
Nadia, yeah, approach.
Wash
Ayan,
dishes.
cook the food, is cut the vegetables and all that stuff. Diba?
Yeah.
So
Mm.
that's the reason why before neighbors were invited, so
Mm.
that the family the host, the family who is celebrating the wedding or the birthday won't do anything. We'll just entertain the visitors. So that's the reason why before neighbors were invited,
Yeah. And
right?
also just to
So
add to the, celebration and party, Filipino, we like to always cook food and celebrate even no, there's a Filipino who celebrate that 1 month. The baby is turned 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. They
mhm,
will cook food, right?
yes, yes.
I find it unpractical sometimes
Actually,
because some
think
people will tend to borrow money from other people just so they can have
yeah,
celebration, right, and have a party. I
mhm,
find it very unpractical.
yeah.
And some
Yeah,
Filipino, they do
it's
that for
definitely
ego and
not
to show
practical.
off. Yeah, some
You have
Filipino,
to
they do
borrow.
it to show off, right?
Well, yeah, but some
Because it's
people,
not really for the
not
baby. Like it's not really for the baby. It's for, like, people. The baby doesn't know the
yeah,
difference.
not all, but I guess some of them actually also. I guess I know someone who tend to borrow money because he is really happy of the celebration of the occasion. So sometimes you will understand.
Yeah,
You
some
we should
people.
understand.
Mm.
So yeah, it's a good thing, but sometimes it's not good at all because you have to borrow money. So again, you really have to be understanding with what's going on with your surrounding. Thank you for that one, Ben. So another one from palm trees and paychecks. It's important for a foreigner to at least learn the basics of language to show love and respect.
Hello. Saan naman eh?
Sorry about that.
You have slow
Yeah,
internet?
I don't know. No, it's not low internet though. Anyway, yeah, palm trees and paychecks here says it's important for a foreigner to at least learn the basics of language to show love and respect. And I agree to that.
Mm.
What about you, Leah?
Yeah, I do agree. Like the basic, like show respect, especially to the elders, like po or salamat, something like that. Basic words.
See, I don't know what's happening to my internet. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you were saying something about this, Dai.
I said, yeah, it's good to learn the basic, like po opo, like especially for the elders that we use that. Salamat po, magandang
And the
umaga, like good morning, like basic things that you can use. And Filipino,
yeah,
that would put smile to their face when you, like if you buy something to Filipino vendors, like if you use salamat, then they like it.
yeah, that's so true. And again, it's a respect to the locals as well. So
Mm.
yeah, I love it. Thank you so much for that one, palm trees and paychecks. Now here's another one from Ben. I usually say maayong buntag, but I know Leia isn't Bisaya. I haven't learned any Ilonggo yet. Oh, hey, there you go.
But
It's
I
the
already
same.
know what's that mean. Bayong buntag, I learned that because I have lived here in Dumaguete already for like 4 years. So,
Diba it's the same? It's the same with Ilonggo. May aga. May aga.
so maayong, that's same, maayong. But the buntag, in our language or dialect, we use aga.
Aga. Yeah. Aga.
Maayong
So
aga.
there you go, Ben.
Very
Um,
similar.
there you go. So for Ilonggo, they will say maayong aga.
Mm.
So you now know the Ilonggo.
He
good
knows a
morning.
lot already. He knows Ben knows a lot. He knows the Bisaya, Tagalog, and Ilonggo.
Yes. Thank you for that one, Ben. CJ Foy. I remember my first trip to the Philippines, meeting my girlfriend at the airport, and her whole family showed up. LOL. What can you say about this?
Uh, oh, it depends. Maybe they just show up just to see you, but if they expect to take them for the dinner or lunch, whatever, I mean, it still depends on you. You still have the option, it's still your choice to do that. But yeah, it's the culture. I think they're just curious and they're just excited to meet you, you know.
Yeah, and I guess in it on because if you think like this, if you're thinking on the foreign side, it's kind
Mm,
of negative, right?
mm,
I actually find it negative if you are on foreign point of view. But if you
mm,
are on the Filipino point of view, um,
normal.
this is actually for me a very warm welcome
Mm,
since it is going to be your first time here in the Philippines.
exactly.
So I kind of find it really nice, especially that your whole family, like for me, if I just came from abroad and if your whole family get you from the air, pick you up from the airport, so it's like right after you get off the
Welcome.
plane, you see the whole family and you give
Yeah,
hugs to everyone, rather than
yeah,
travel till you get home then you give them hugs. So I kind of find it warming.
yeah,
Warming is that
exactly. Welcome me. Welcome, warm welcome from your,
yes,
yeah, like
warm. Yeah.
again, it still depends on you, on their desire, what are their desire really is. But for me, I
Mhm.
don't see anything wrong with that. But if you don't like that, you should have discussed that with your Filipina before you arrive here.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
have to ask your Filipina who's with you, who's going to be with you if you're going to
Mm,
pick me up at the airport.
yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, yeah. So um yeah, thank you for that one, CJ. Thank you.
Mm.
Another one from Ben. It can be hard for people to learn a new language, especially if they are older. But I think you should at least try to learn basic greetings at the least. Do you agree?
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. Yeah, I mean
Mm.
basic language like thank you, how are you, good mornings. Those are the basic thing that you should somehow learn because if you live here in the Philippines, you will gradually learn the language. Um yeah, if you live here for good, as long as you communicate, you talk to people a lot, not just
Mm.
because some foreigners will just like when they get to the Philippines and they will just stay at home. So, I mean, I don't say that it's wrong, but if you live here in the Philippines, if you love the people, if you love the culture, if you love the country, then try to try to talk to the locals. Try
Yeah,
to learn the your surrounding, what's going on. Then yeah, rather than staying at home.
exactly.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Ben. Thank you for that one. Here's another from Steve Silver. Chacha, time for Leah to come check out Mindanao. Chacha, time for Leah to come check out Mindanao.
Yeah.
You should come over here in the Philippines, in Mindanao,
I'm
Leah.
scared.
I want you to come in
Just
Mindanao.
kidding. Maybe, maybe, why not? Yeah. Kwarta na lang kulang.
Try and I suggest that if you come here in in Mindanao, in the Philippines, I keep saying that. If you come here in Mindanao, I suggest you go to Davao, Kamikin,
Mm,
Siargao, uh, Iligan.
mm,
Iligan, Iligan has lots of waterfalls. So yeah,
yeah, maybe.
if you're into
sometimes.
traveling. But yeah, if you're with your kids, yeah, you can go to um those places I've mentioned. Camiguin, Samal Island in Davao. So yeah.
It's just hard to find time, especially the kids' school. Like, it's hard.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime soon.
My
My
comments are in
com.
general. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Steve. Another one from Steve. Guapa or
Guapka.
guapa? Uh, I don't know. Guapa o guapa, let's all sing. Thank you. And another one from Ben is my comments are in general. Many Americans are generous and welcoming, but we still wouldn't want individual strangers showing up to our home. Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean that's true. Because that's
Yeah.
your culture. Excuse me, that's your culture in the US, and
And
it's not
foreigner,
wrong for you to continue doing it in the Philippines.
yeah,
Sorry,
and
go ahead,
foreigner,
Leah.
I find them very advanced. What could happen? Like you invite or you welcome the stranger inside your house. Like that's very strange, especially without knowing the person who you letting in your house. Especially you got kids. We're very strict when it comes to that because in our province, a lot of you know like young girls experience being abused because of that. Like they let like their neighbor come in their house. Like in the province, right? Very common kids experience. I don't know if I should say the word here because in YouTube they're very strict when it comes to that. So Filipino, I find him not very advanced. What could happen? They trust easily. That's
Mm,
something I think Filipinos should change that mindset, like welcoming the neighbor or the stranger inside their house because you never know what people inside their head like, right? Yeah, I'm
yeah,
I'm
that's
so
so
strict
true.
when it comes to that because I have very bad experience, my childhood because of that kind of a mindset. Like, parents should be more careful who they invite inside their house because you never know. You never
Mm,
know.
that's so true. Yeah, it's just totally different from the province and in the city. So
Yeah. In the city, yeah, that's right. In the city, they are more westernized, I would say, when it comes to that. Like they're strict, right? Especially in Manila, they
mm,
don't just welcome the neighbor or stranger inside their house. But in the province, I've noticed that our neighbor would just come in our house like it's normal, like they're like the part of the family.
yeah, but sometimes because in the province, sometimes our neighbor is our relative, so it's rare for a Filipino to have a neighbor who is not related to that person. So
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess that's the reason why some some Filipino are very welcome to other people inside the house. Thank you. Thank you for that one, Leah. And thank you, Ben. So here's another one from Chris. I show up one time unannounced and embarrass them because they feel their place was messy. Ah, actually, that's another one.
yeah.
That's a good example. What can you say, Leia?
Yeah, I think that's one of the reason why foreigner don't do that because they want to be ready and prepared. Like, like foreigner, they are very, what do you call that? Like they want privacy. They want
Mm,
privacy. So when there's people coming around, they want to be ready and organized. You know what I mean? So I think that's one of the reason they want notice when someone is coming.
before coming, yeah. And actually, this is the reason why my mom always um nag at me, always scold me because if someone showed up and the house is messy, so
Mm, I
yeah.
know.
So thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. And another one from Ben. Many foreigners are family oriented. We're just not stranger oriented.
Oriented.
Yes, that's so true. Too welcoming. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ben. John Butikis. antibiotic is. Thank you, John. Good morning, magandang umaga, ladies. Hello, everyone. Good morning, John. I think he's from Australia. Yeah, he's
Yeah, it
from
looks
your group.
familiar. Mm.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, and consider becoming a member, guys. Thank you, John. Thank you so much. Excuse me. And Chris, would you like to answer this question?
Yeah. You want me to read it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
give
What,
your answer.
Chris? What if you move to the expat country? Should he learn her language like us? I don't quite understand. Like us moving to your country, like German. Um, should we learn their language?
Or yeah, like let's say if you go to the US with your husband Gary, will he still want you to learn your
No,
language? I guess.
it still depends. Like if you got children, if you raise your children speaking in our dialect, like they speak Filipino, of course you want to be communicate with your children, right? So I think that's the case. If that's the case, but if your children speak English and you want to move to the US, I think that's not necessary to do that. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Because there's no use to learn. There's no point of learning in Philippine language if you don't have planned to stay here in the Philippines, right?
But for me, I guess just to balance, no, kanang uh, I think it will still be okay, even just the basics. Again, just
Yeah.
the basic. Learn the Bisaya, let's say Bisaya language or the Filipino language, just
Mm.
to show respect for the elderly, like for the parents of your wife, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So, and even with your kids, I guess it's good as well for them to learn your language where you come from, because um not just respect but also um that's where they are from. That's like their blood is Filipino. They have a Filipino blood, so I guess not it's good for them to learn their own language, even just the basics. Or
Yeah,
yeah.
and they can use it, if they decide to come here in the Philippines. So, they know how to speak in our own dialect, I would say.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for that one. John, my fiance and her family never asked me to learn Tagalog. It was my decision to learn. Wow, that's really good, and I respect that. Thank you so much,
Hmm.
John.
Yeah, if you have desire, I think if you have desire to learn, I think it would be easy. But like for example, my husband, he doesn't have patience to learn in English. I don't push him because it has to be his decision and not me. I can encourage him, but I can't force him
You
because
can
he will
force
not.
it.
It would be hard. Yeah, yeah, it would
Yeah,
not be worth
yeah,
it.
yeah. That's so true. CJ, yes, it was very welcoming.
Yeah,
Thank you, CJ. Chris, there is also face and hand gestures to learn.
yeah,
Oh, yes. There's a lot actually. So, I think Leah has a video about that, like old previous videos he
yeah.
had before. So
Like
just
the the elder, you have to like that.
yeah,
Unsa
you
na
have to put it
mano?
bless, ask
Bless.
for
Okay,
blessing.
bless.
So you have
Yeah.
to you have to grab the hand, the right hand. It has to be the right hand, and then you grab it, put it on your forehead, and that's how you show respect to the elderly or to
Mm.
the
Her
person who's older
parents.
than,
Mm.
not just by saying po, because po is a culture or a language that show respect for the people who live in Manila. But in Mindanao, in Visaya, in Mindanao area, we don't really say po, because po is Tagalog. And
Mm.
if uh, uh, um a person from Mindanao, here you say Tagalog, here you speak Tagalog, they were like, ew, why is she talking Tagalog? Like, diba?
Mm,
It's easy. It's insane.
I know.
Thank you, Chris. Another one from Ben. Chris Dempsey, you have to be careful with the face gestures in the Philippines. I asked a Filipina for directions. I think I know what he's talking about. For directions once, and I thought she was trying to kiss me because she puckered her lips in response. What do you want to add? You would like to add, Leah?
That's one of my habit. I use my lips like stuff like Gary is asking like for example a glass and I will just over there use my lips.
Yeah, and even the this one like this,
Yeah, like instead of come
they
here,
don't
you're
know
like
that. They don't know that. Like my partner Dave, when we were at the grocery, I was like calling him because he was from a distance, and I was like, here, come here, like I was doing this, and he was like, he just ignored me. I was like, okay, he didn't know it, so I was like, okay, I forgot. This is not a Filipino, and yeah. Speaking of the pointing of lips, it's okay. Don't be shocked. Don't be surprised. Don't be startled because the person who's doing that is not trying to kiss you. It's worse if the person doing that is a man. So
I know.
so the other person is trying to kiss you. Okay, remember
That would be
that.
hilarious. Yeah.
That person is just trying to point out something.
Mm.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you for that one. And CJ, facts, Ben. That's yeah. Thank you. John, I also want to learn Bisaya, but first Tagalog. That's a good thing. But again, some Tagalog words is the same with, you know what, the advantage of being here in Mindanao, like growing up in Bisaya, or in a place where we speak Bisaya, is that some words that we use are English, but we say it in Bisaya way. Like we say promise, we say promise, 'di ba? Have
Mm.
you heard about it? And we yeah, it's rare for a person to say pasaylo. There's few people who say pasaylo nowadays. We say
Mm.
sorry. So most Bisaya use English words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, here in Mindanao. Thank you, John. Thank you so much for that one. Ben. But seriously, be careful with sarcasm. And saying joke lang can be safer. Lifesaver. Yes.
Yeah.
Another one to learn. Joke lang. Thank
Mm.
you. Thank you,
Wala
Ben.
kwarta.
Walay
Then wala
kwarta.
kwarta.
Walay kwarta. Very good. Walay kwarta. Han,
No money.
you ladies are doing a wonderful job here on this live chat, responding to everyone and answering their questions as much as we can. As long as we can, we know what's the answer. Then we'll try to answer their questions, John. Thank you for the acknowledgement.
Mm.
CJ, would you like to read some of the comments?
It was cool. It was a cool experience in Mindoro, visiting the beach and the children gathering around me, asking if I was Americano. Huh?
Whoa, that's so cool.
Yeah, it can
Yeah.
be exciting for Filipino to see a foreigner, especially in the province, like from nowhere, like there's no foreigner around the area, and they can be very excited and took picture with you and would be stare at you like right, it's you're like a celebrity.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. There are places that has an exemption. So, not all provinces are like that because
Mm.
Dumaguete is a province, so they don't do that anymore because
Yeah, no.
Dumaguete, most people who live there are expats. So, yeah, but apart from that, yeah, again, just like what Leah mentioned, you will look like a celebrity because people will be staring at you and don't think of something else because they were just people are just amazed with
Excited.
how and they're amazed at why you're here in the Philippines. Probably they're
Yeah.
very happy because you have found a, found the Philippines and then you
Yeah.
show up. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
yeah, go
and I
ahead,
think
Leah.
it's the different face. Like they're not used to Americano face, like especially in the mountain. In the mountain, like the
Mm-hmm.
people
I
there,
agree.
like they're
Yeah.
so overwhelmed to see a foreigner. Like it's different. It has a different features or face. So for them, it's very overwhelming.
Yeah, and especially one thing that a a Filipino would the reason why a Filipino would look at you is not just with your skin complexion but also with your nose. That's
Mm.
two things that we like about looking with other people. Their skin
Mm.
complexion, which is white, and your I don't know, is it pointy nose or big nose or tall bridge? I don't know how
I think
you say.
any race. I don't think it has because because of that. I think it's any race, even Japanese, either race. I think Filipino just find it overwhelming to see a different,
Oh
different
yes.
look, not just Filipino. Yeah, not like any skin color. I don't think they have a specific. But if it's different, like chinita eyes, small eyes, like Japanese,
Yeah, like
Korean,
very
yeah, unique look.
um look exactly. Thank you for that one, Leia. Thank you, CJ. Another one from Chris. So men do that lip pointing also?
Yeah. Yeah,
Do
they
they,
do.
Leia?
They do. It's Filipino thing, not just you know
Yes,
women.
yes. Yeah,
It would be
that's
funny
true.
if if your Filipino father would do that to you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Like,
that's
can you like if the father is like doing some woodworks and then like kana magpanday na ba?
mm,
Woodworks and then can you get me the nail or the hammer? It's right over there. There, oh, there, oh. And then if they get mad, they will include their eyes there. Oh. They will
the
have a
eyes
bigger eyes.
scary.
Yeah. All right. So next is John. Thank you for that one, Chris. It's truly amazing how many people in the Philippines speak English. Would you like to add something for this, Anaya?
Yeah, I think that's one of the reason why foreigner choose Philippines because a lot of Filipino do speak English because in our school we taught how to speak English, the basic at least, right? In our school. Unlike other culture or other country, like for example in Thailand, they use Thailand language, like the sign, right?
Yeah,
It's Thai words. But here, the sign in a road, like when you're driving, everywhere there's an English sign, right?
yeah,
So
everywhere. And
everywhere.
also to add to that one, um, um, not just by not just at the school, the books as well. Also the movies, the one that we
Mm,
always watch on TV, even on
mm,
radio. Some radio stations would speak English. Um, the songs and the movies that we watch are English. So that's the reason why we learn English. We learn the language and yeah. And yeah, 'di ba? um the songs that we sing, and Filipinos love karaoke. So it will be much easier for us to learn English because
Mm.
when it comes to songs, there are English songs. So if you are learning something, it's easier for you to remember when
Yeah.
it's done in song form. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Especially in this new generation, I was actually surprised how many Filipinos speak. I, like in school, like even in my time when I was in high school, it was a private school, and like we have these rules, we have to speak in English, like in that subject. And if you use our dialect, Filipino language, we had to, I don't know what they call that, like
fine.
minus ba kanang, like they
Uh,
will put your name down if you
yeah,
use the Philippine language. You
and
have
then
to
you have to
specifically,
pay.
yeah, I think you have to pay. I forgot what's the rules. Like, basta,
What's the
like, ilista, consequence.
what
I
will
think
be the
there's a consequences. I think you had to
it
pay
depends.
or
But
on your
sometimes
score.
yeah, sometimes the consequences you have to pay money, 1 peso for
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
or you sing or you dance in front of the class if
I think you had to pay something. Yeah. That was the rules in English subject when I was in high school.
yeah, and that's the reason why you really have to force yourself to learn to speak English. So I guess that's
It's
it.
a
You
big
have to
deal.
do I guess that's what you have to do with Gary.
To discipline him, yeah.
Yeah.
He would be broke.
Just kidding. All right. Thank you for that one, John. CJ. Yes, that's true. Chris, I got in trouble online joking with a with a Filipina. Thank you, Chris. John, when I first visited my fiance's family in Sapalay, Negros Occidental, they look at me like I was from another planet. LOL. They had never seen a foreigner before, I think.
I grew up next to Sipalay, so I know
Was it
how it feels like because when I first took Gary to my province, like like all the neighborhood, they went there, like most, I don't think most of my neighborhood, they went to our house and look at Gary, stare at Gary. Yeah. When I first took him to our province, that's next to Sipala. It's not much foreigners. Especially before, like 10 years or five
how
years
how
ago.
far is Sipalay?
From
Excuse
here,
me. How far
Dumaguete,
is Sipalay from the main road?
from the main road, you mean from Bacolod?
No, like from the main highway, gid ba? Sundulan
It's,
ba yung Sipalay? Is it like
you know,
you have to go?
it's, it's like a city.
Ah,
City of
okay.
Sipalay. Small
So
city,
what?
not
How
big.
far is it from Dumaguete?
4 hours drive, I think. 4 hours.
Ah,
It's quite
okay.
far.
I see.
I grew
Mm.
up like an hour away from Sipalay, so it's very close, not that far. So it's and now it's a tourist place now. Like there's a lot of foreigners now, but before they discovered the Sipalay, like it's not much foreigners that walk around there. So the foreigners, it's like a celebrity used to be. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, John. Thank you, Leah. CJ, they were calling me Dwayne Wade. LOL, American basketball player. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Thank you, CJ. Ben, Chris Dempsey. I've been there before. In trouble for joking. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ben. Another one from him, CJ Foy. They all know Dwayne. Yes. Yes. And well, to add with that one, CJ and Ben, Filipinos love basketball. Like on TV, in the streets, like every corner of the streets, you'll you'll see basketball court. In every barangay, you'll see basketball courts. Like that's how we love basketball. So
Yeah.
we love sports. We love
Mm-hmm.
basketball, boxing, and volleyball. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you, Ben. Chris, I heard that Filipinas will flirt with you even if they don't know you. What can you say, Leah?
I don't think it's flirt. Sometimes it's just
Flirt.
being friendly. I think
It's this
I
is
don't
very broad. It
I
for
don't
me,
think
I
that's
know it's, yeah, yes. Go ahead, Leah.
I don't think that generally Filipina like that. I don't think so. If she's traditional, I don't think she would do that. Sometimes Filipina will play hard to get if she's traditional Filipina. I mean, if she's
Mm-hmm.
doing flirty, I'm sure she's done that a lot of times from the past, you know. Do you
And
agree?
I guess,
Traditional Filipina would not flirt first.
and I guess it's not just Filipina who do this. I guess some girls,
Mm.
like those girls who just wants fun stuff, not into
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
serious
yeah, yeah.
things. Okay.
I'm
CJ,
sure there is
yes.
some.
Thank you, Leah. Thank you for the question, Chris. Another one from Chris. Do both of you feel confident speaking English?
Me, not 100%.
Well,
I'm
there are
comfortable,
moments, there are
but not that
times,
confident. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
especially
It depends who I'm talking to.
if you are in front of a Filipino, because most Filipino judge, especially if they haven't experienced or if they haven't been exposed to foreigners. So some people or some Filipinos would do the judgment, like they will correct you, they will make fun of how the other Filipino would speak um, English, with the grammar, with how they pronounce the the English word. So that is the exemption. Like I am very confident, as you can see. I'm not trying to brag, but I'm very confident with my English. I mean, I have this, what we call it before when I was working in BPO, was we have this quote that we always have, fake it until you make it.
Mm.
So fake it, like so yeah, that's what we have. So yeah, again, that's the reason why some other Filipino don't feel confident in speaking in English, because other Filipino will judge them with their with how they speak, or with how
Grammar,
say English.
grammar. They're so
Yeah, the
uh
grammar.
perfectionist when it comes to
Perfection.
grammar. Mm.
That's true. And how we pronounce the words, because in Mindanao, Dai, how we speak, how 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 we emphasize the word, the o, the u, the, those words. So
Mm.
some like the word acidic. I don't know if it's acidic or acidic. Acidic. Which one is correct? So
I don't
some,
know.
'di ba?
Mm.
Because I had an experience before when I was working in Manila. I had a friend. I was making fun, like I was, just joking around, and I mentioned one time. I said, acidic, acidic," and then she was laughing at me because I said acidic, in because they she knew that I am Bisaya, so I said
Mm.
acidic, and then the other person was laughing at me because it has it and on her end it has to be acidic. So I was like, okay. So that's the reason why some Filipinos don't have the confidence in speaking English. That was a long
Dahil
answer.
yung iba, no? Gahi
Ha?
kayong E. Gahi kaayo ang D, ay,
Mm,
ang E.
ang I. Sobra
I.
kagahi. Mm.
Acidic.
So, acidic. So,
Mm,
I mean, those kind of stuff, instead of thinking about, oh,
mm,
it's okay because she's not English. She doesn't speak English really, so I guess it's very understandable.
mm.
Thank you, Chris. Mike, hi, Mike. Good. Blessed morning, beautiful Chacha and Leah. Hi, Mike. Thank you for joining us this morning. Hustle, Hustlin Justin. I want lumpias. She want
Yeah, it's
lumpias.
good.
Di ba you do cook, Leah? You post
Yeah, I
some
do
cooking.
cook. Yeah.
Do you post it on or
And I don't do cooking video. Sometimes, like if I create a day in my life videos, sometimes I do include the cooking, but I don't do cooking show because of the
just for cooking?
viewers I have. Like they're not really that interested. Most of my viewers or subscribers are men, so I don't get
Ah,
much views when I do the cooking video. Yeah.
oo. I
Not
see.
very interesting to men.
So, what is your favorite Filipino food?
Me,
Yeah,
lechon.
lechon.
Lechon, that's lechon in lumpia and pansit bihon. That's my
Just
all-time
one.
favorite. Bihon,
Just
pansit
kidding.
bihon.
Just kidding. You can have more. Anyway, thank you. Yeah, and lechon is really good. Oh, the best. Diba?
I know.
I guess they have an equivalent dish in Mexico for lechon.
Mm-hmm.
Um I like kinilaw.
Kinila,
Seafoods. Yeah.
kinilaw. I also like kinilaw. Mm.
Yeah. You don't like Valenciana, Dai?
That's my favorite too. Yeah.
It's Ilonggo Pride.
Mm-hmm. Sticky
Thank
rice
you.
with them.
Thank you, Hassan Justin. Um oh, another one from him. Boxing first, basketball second.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay, thank you for that. Oh yeah, because boxing here in the Philippines, what we do is like, if you guys know Manny Pacquiao, do you also do that one there, Leia? That if Manny Pacquiao has a game, there's no one is driving on the street, no fighting, no crime happening.
Yeah, I
Have
know
you heard
because
about
they.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Because I even like in my family, because normally boxing, Manny Pacquiao's boxing tend to happen in on Sundays. So
Mm-hmm.
we we finish our, not really finish, but after we finish our church, we go home right away, like right away, because we want to watch the replay, because we always watch the replay here in the Philippines. So we watch that one here, and there's only few people on the street, like that's our bond actually. That's
Yeah,
how we,
we are very passionate when it comes to
yeah,
a
boxing.
lot of people. Oh,
Hmm. Thank you, Hassan Justin. Ben, at 6'3" height, I can believe Gary got a lot of attention. Did they call him Larry Bird? He's a famous white basketball player.
yeah. There's a celebrity that a lot of people think that was scary. I don't know who's that celebrity, but Gary look alike ba?
Oh,
Bald head. Yeah, there's a lot of no, di ba? Bald
really?
celebrity. Yeah.
And then, did somebody call him, like, just like what CJ mentioned earlier? It was called Dwayne.
Larry Bird. I think that's it. I think that's the yeah, there's ano, dagang assumption nga si Gary.
Yeah, yeah,
Gary look alike. Yeah, because it's common features like bald
yeah.
head and
White
tall
and
guy.
bald.
Yeah, yeah.
Really? That's funny.
Natawa
Thank
naman
you,
yun.
Ben. Thank you,
Bultar.
Leah.
Bultar po.
Ay,
Buwang.
oo.
I have a neighbor. I have a neighbor. He sent me a message and like he just said he's a gay. She said, Leah, like your husband, buang yun. I took a
Yeah,
screenshot.
I guess I know what he's
Ala,
talking about. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I see your husband looks like the the star. Let's just say
Yeah,
the
yeah,
star.
the P star.
Mm,
Really? That's so crazy. Thank you for that one, Ben. John says the number one sports in the Philippines is basketball, then boxing. I guess it's just the same because boxing, yeah, we really love boxing here.
yeah,
Thank you, John. Mike, we'll just finish these questions. Then we'll and I will yeah, we will finish the question for 10:10, which is Chris. This will be the last question. I'll put a star in here. Then we'll end this live stream. So
mm,
thank you so much, Leia. By the way, thank you guys for joining us this morning. 16 viewers. Wow,
yeah.
this is a lot. Thank you.
Don't
This is
forget
my
to
first time.
subscribe.
Thank you, Leia.
Mm.
Thank you, Leia.
Thank
Don't
you for
forget to
having me.
subscribe.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, share your thoughts, anything that you want me to visit, let me know, or send me an email if you want to learn speak Bisaya. Leia, would you like to promote first your channel?
Yeah, please do subscribe if you're interested. Philippine Family Life with Leah. We also did live stream last Tuesday, so you can do watch the replay. Yeah, this is fun. Thank you for having me here, chat. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to chat. Yeah,
Yes, thank you. Salamat.
thank you
Okay,
guys.
Mike, he's got a question. Which, well, all right, I'll just read this one. Chacha, what part of the Philippines are you originally from? I am um, in the south of the Philippines, in Mindanao. So I am from Mindanao. I'm not from Dumaguete, but I used to
Mm-hmm.
live in Dumaguete. We're neighbors. They and I were neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mike. Flirting is a sport to me. Whoa.
Sana
Whoa.
all.
I can't do that. Like I'm not good with that one.
Yeah,
Basketball is definitely number one in the Philippines.
I think
CJ,
so. For me, I think so. I think basketball is the number one.
thank you. Um, and John, my favorite Filipino food is adobo. Oh, diba? Adobo.
Diba? Social, I like that.
Very English accent. Adobo meat or seafood adobo. Pancit, lapo-lapo, tocino. Just kidding. Lapo-lapo, tocino. Lapo-lapo, tocino, longanisa, and Filipino barbecue. Masarap. Oh, wow. He's got a lot of food
Yeah,
variety. That's really good.
everything sounds good except the pan. I don't know what this tocino. I'm not a fan of tocino.
Yeah, I mean that's the Tocino is more on food in Manila because
Mm,
they do prepare Tocino for
sweet,
their breakfast. Yeah.
sweet. I don't like sweet, so I like savory. I don't know why.
Yeah. So we have another one here. Rick Shepherd, hi, welcome to our channel. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Canadian. I can't stand grammar. What do you mean? Like you don't like it, or what do you mean, Rick? Thank you, by the way, for joining us this morning.
Yeah,
Chris, the way Filipinas speak English makes them very attractive to me. Oh,
agree.
lotion, second
Love you.
floor. That's how we say it, diba? If you are not used to speak, if you haven't worked in BPO, we do we because in BPO we try to speak, we try to copy the our clients language, like let's say Australia, we speak Australia, and then they say water, or like good morning, good morning mates, like that. So down
Mm-mm.
under, that's how Australians speak. But
Yeah.
if you are like local and then you want to speak English, so you speak neutral English. So in the Philippines we say second floor lotion. Di ba, Day? Am I correct?
That's how,
Lotion.
especially our parents, they do that.
Yes. And then they say diabetes. Ja- instead of diabetes, they'd say
Oh
diabetes.
well. Oh well.
Cool. Um, uh, cool wins. Cool wins. Di ba?
Deodorant.
Jodorant. Instead of
Water.
Jodorant. I don't know how to
Water.
speak now. Di ba? That's how attractive we are.
Yeah.
Jodorant. Second floor. Thank you. That was funny. That was really good. That's a good content,
Yeah.
di ba, Dai? You should do that.
I was planning to do that actually. You know?
I know you're taking down notes. Thank you,
Mm.
Chris.
I
Thank
got
you.
notes, yeah, I got notes, but I haven't created a video. The,
That's a funny one. You should do it with your friends.
yeah.
Um, Mike, you both speak English very good. Salamat. Thank you for that one. Party code band. Welcome here. I think this is Chris' first time putting down comments in our comment section. Is Tagalog similar to Spanish?
There are some
There
words
are
that
some words,
is
yes.
mm,
Mm-hmm. I agree. Thank you. What is Leia's channel? Leia, would you like to answer this?
Philippine family life with Leah. That's
There,
yeah,
there.
there you
Thank you,
go.
Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Palm trees and paycheck. I love pancit and chicken adobo, but love the street foods as well. Oh, wow. Interesting. So, di ba? Um, just to change the real quick. We Filipinos say adobo. So, in another country, in the US, they would say adobo. So that's the difference with how Filipinos speak, and that's how I teach in my um Filipino or Bisaya language. Like that's
Mm,
what I teach to my students. So adobo and adobo is
yeah.
the same. It's just that most Americans would say the letter O,
Mm.
adobo. That's what they do. So that's what I
They have a
focus.
very they have a very light pronunciation. We have a thick accent like do
Mhm.
like very kind of thing. Ah, kayo ba pag
Oh,
pronounce ng
gani.
adobo? Yeah.
Mm. So that's what I teach in my Bisaya class. Yes. Thank you for that one, palm trees and paychecks. Thank you so much. Leia's channel at Family Life Leah with Leah. Thank you,
Yes.
Ben. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Chacha's channel. Chacha. Thank you. Thank you so much. Another one from Chris. Do you pay attention to other Filipino vloggers? Do you?
Yeah, yeah, there. Do you pay
Ako I
attention?
admit this. I actually always watch Leia's channel. Not all of the videos, but most of her videos I watch because I get some of my topics there, and it's
Mm.
really good.
Thank you. Yeah, there. I watch like Filipina P. I do watch her. Yeah, some of them, not much, because
Yeah, 'cause-
especially in Dumaguete, like some bloggers, I don't know, they just don't focus on informative topics. Sometimes they would just, you
mm,
know what I mean, yeah?
yeah, yeah, I
Talking
understand.
about inappropriate topics sometimes
Oh,
they do.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't like to watch those because it's
yeah, I
crazy. 'Cause,
don't either.
it's yeah, you
How
know what I
big is
mean.
too big? Buang. Like that, like kind of a
Mm.
topic. Yeah, for me, it's inappropriate and it is a embarrassment for our,
Yeah.
country.
I mean, I'm pretty sure not some other girls as well who not just Filipinas do that, but it's crazy. Like, because
It
the
is.
thing is, for me, I am more into. I'm a mother, and I don't want my daughter to see me doing those kind of stuff online.
Exactly. Well
Diba?
said.
There's a lot
Mm,
of people here watching these videos, not just this 13 people who's viewing us right now. There will be more
mm.
people who's going to watch us.
Yeah, and
So
it's online. It's online. Like, you never know. You can delete it, but there's some people maybe will screen record or react to your videos, and it's gonna be there forever. That's why, being on YouTube or online, you really have to think about it before you click. Think before you
yes,
click because it only takes
it's
one
yeah,
click and
very
your life will be ruined.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And I mean not just your life, but not just your life, but
reputation.
the life of your family, like the people
Yeah, the
around
reputation
you.
of your family. Mm,
It's crazy. So thank you so much for that one, Leah. We are going now to finish our um live stream. Would you like to say
yeah.
something?
Thank you guys for joining us today. It was fun. It was good. This is fun to
Thank
do.
you.
Yeah, we'll see
It was
you
fun.
maybe next time, next few weeks, or we'll schedule something.
Sige,
Yeah.
sige. We'll do that on your channel.
Yeah, we'll do turn.
Sige, sige. I love that. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Would you like
Thank you
to
guys.
say something to our friends who's watching right now? 13 viewers. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to Chacha, so get notified next time we do live stream, and sometimes we do with other vloggers as well. So yes, thank you. God
Would
bless
you like to give some
everyone.
advice to our friends?
That looking for Filipina,
Mm-hmm.
what advice? Take your time and be kind and respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Okay. Next time we'll talk to Jay. Thank you so much again for watching.
yeah,
You guys stay tuned to more live streams that we're gonna be doing, and we don't know. The more you watch on my video, sooner or later, I will be able to visit Leia in Dumaguete. So we'll
yeah.
do a
You should.
live
Yeah.
stream,
Mm.
face to face.
Yeah,
So
in video especially interview. I really wanna interview you. Mm.
die. You're going to make me care if you do that.
Yeah, ni.
You. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you for joining us this morning. You guys have an awesome and lovely day. God bless. It's me again, Chacha
Yeah.
here, Morenang Filipina with.
Philippine family life with Leah. Thank you, everyone. God bless.
Thank you. Have a nice and wonderful day. Bye for now. Love you all.